Hey guys, it's Leanne Winston, and we also have Ros Boundy here with us. Hey Ros.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, we can't hear Ros.
Oh no. You can't hear me
Hello,
through.
Ros.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Not too sure. Ros, can't hear you.
Can you hear me that way?
No sound. She's lost her sound. I'm not too sure what's going on there. We had sound only a few minutes ago. Ros, can you hear us? Anyway, guys, just while we let Ros sort out what's going on her end, we thought tonight we might just come live and do some little card readings. I'm actually hearing myself in stereo as well, so that is a bit different. So what I might do is actually just connect my phone, because I think that may be where it's coming from. So if you just bear with us for a second, we will get this sorted out. It's better, I can't hear myself in stereo now. That's great. So I hope you guys have all a good night. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Phyllis. Oh, hang on. Technology is playing havoc with me. You gotta love it. So I'm not going to pull my headphones out of my phone, because I'm sure that will squeal at me as well. What I was trying to do is be a little bit clever and to be able to have my phone set up so I could actually show you the cards for tonight without getting the glare. As you can see, we got the glare. So we will work on that. Ros, if you can hear me, hon, you may need to drop out and drop back in. Oh, hang on.
Hear me now?
Oops. Ros, are you there?
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't got you. Let me drop you back to the lobby. Okay, and now I'll bring you back up and see if that helps. Can you hear?
Right.
Are you there?
Can you
I can see you.
Hello.
Still no
can you
sound.
Hear me? No, drop me back out again.
Back down?
Yeah. I'll refresh.
Okay, maybe refresh your page. That is really weird, because we could hear each other just prior to coming on. So that was really strange. We were both playing with our phones, and Ros froze for a second, and then I lost her volume. That's all right. I'm not sure if my screen has frozen as well, but it seems to, my picture seems to be stuck there as well. So I don't know, maybe, oh, you can hear Ros. Okay. That was really weird then. All right. I definitely don't have anything plugged in that I shouldn't have. With that, hang on a sec. I got a funny feeling, Ros, I may have worked out the problem. Just give me 1 second and I'll bring you up. Screen. Because I'm running 2 screens, that PC, that may be the problem. So let's bring Ros back up into the... Hey, Ros, I can hear you now. That was...
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear us. Apparently others could hear you, but I just couldn't. That is really strange, because I had 2 screens running when you first came in before we went live, and I could hear you. But at the moment I've dropped my second screen out, then I can hear you, because I seem to lose volume from my computer when I run a second screen. And when it's just me, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that is really strange.
Yeah.
So
now, you may have noticed that I've dropped my phone off, as in I cancelled out of that, just in case that double back echo and everything else was to do with my phone.
I've done the same thing. I've turned my phone screen off as well. because I
So
wondered if it
if we
was
need
too
to hold a
much.
card up, it's going to be like that or whatever it
You're
is.
going to have to bear with us with the glare a little bit. We thought we were trying to outsmart it, be clever, but it hasn't quite worked. But welcome, guys. For those that you don't that haven't met Ros before, that are on my page, this is Ros Boundy. Maybe Ros, we could start with you just explaining a little bit about yourself first up, and then we can jump in and play with the cards.
Cool. Which part of about myself would you like to know?
Just a quick rundown, what you do.
Yeah, what I do is a lot of the therapy type things. I started out learning the massage, and that would have been 12, 14 years ago, 2004. What's that work out? About 14 years ago?
Yeah.
So that's how I sort of got started in doing the natural therapies. And part of that mix in the long run ended up being rediscovering that, I better start thinking of or recognising the psychic mediumship abilities. I had that tweak when I was about 13, 14, 15 and bought my own tarot deck at the time with my pocket money because we were on the farm and, you had chores that you got some small payment for. So I saved mine up. I got the tarot deck Dad found and threw them away because it wasn't the type of thing that Methodists of the time do.
Yeah, all that hard work it's saving.
It was, yeah. But we get our real focus when it's needed anyway. So, and I'm still rediscovering that and, trusting it. And as you know, from this morning, I do chicken out occasionally.
That's all right. We'll get there. Ros is practicing, or not, I wouldn't say it is practicing, but it is strengthening and finding where you fit in your abilities with mediumship. Yeah. But you do have a strong point in psychic side as well with that. So it's more for you, it's confidence, I think, and it comes with practice. Yeah.
Yeah, which this is fun.
It's a great way to do it.
The methods. Yeah,
that's it. It's looking at all the options and whatnot with that. So we've got a few people saying hi. Alicia would like a card. Would you like to pull one first? I actually meant to hit the ones that said hi.
Oh, yeah. I can pull one. I'm just going to pick one out of this. I'm actually using some of you may recognise that as being the Gilded Tarot deck.
Beautiful.
This morning I was using the psychic one. So you've actually got the Four of Pentacles there. Now I'm hoping to get that where it's not glaring.
Yeah, that's pretty good from my end.
Is it close enough?
So I can see it quite clearly from my side of the screen.
Yeah. Now, because I can't actually see the questions from this side of it.
This should come up at the top. So it just says, hi, ladies. I would love a card with the smiley faces.
All right. Well, that's fine because the Four of Pentacles, it really is, it's a bit around that hoarding and trying to hold too close to yourself, trying to, as you can see, that this guy is actually holding really close onto the Pentacles. Pentacles, of course, representing material things, money, that sort of security issue, and really holding on tight, probably to things that you don't actually need because it's not, from what his clothes look like, not really a poor bloke, really got enough, and he's just holding on too tight. So I'm feeling that for you that there is a message in that of being able to let go what you don't actually need out of that and keeping what's needed, and not holding things too close that you're seeming like a Scrooge or someone that's not being generous, when I'm feeling there is a generous heart there, but it's needing to be loosened off a bit at the moment. Is there anything you're getting from that?
Yeah, just without the card, just looking at it, I get the reference to like listening to you, let go of the structure sort of thing side of it. So, and that would be part and parcel of loosening up and letting go sort of side of it as well with that. So I hope that makes sense to you, Alicia. I think it was. Sorry, I'm taking your message off the screen a bit too early. So we've got Kelly saying hello, and we've got Sandra saying hello. We've got a few people saying would love a card, so we will get to you in a second with that. So, guys, what I did ask in Tricia loves it. Beautiful. What I did ask in the comments for you to hit the share button and invite your family and friends to join in for the chance for us, either myself or Ros, to draw a card for you and give you a little reading that way. So please keep hitting the share button. You can do it as many times as you like throughout the next, we got nearly an hour sort of thing. So we'll see what comes up for. And this was just a promptu thing that we decided this morning after going live that we would do, because we enjoy doing this stuff. So it's good. So yeah, Debbie just says hi. Karen says yay. Hey, Karen. So okay, Vanessa. She says, hey, can I please get a reading? So, did you want to do that one, Hannah, or would you like me to?
What do you feel? I'm just pulling a card from the psychic deck this time.
Yeah, beautiful. Oh, they're pretty cards too.
And trying to get the glare. Oh, these are a glossier front. I'm finding it very difficult to not have that flaring a bit.
I think if you tilt back a little bit, it seems to get rid of the glare better. Go the other way, Ros.
Other way.
Top back. Yep, that's better.
Yes. Oh, It's got the more direct light. So it's actually, I don't even remember what number it is, but it is, reading it backwards, intuition, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So I always encourage the person that's being read for to actually use their focal point as what's more meaningful to them. My eye just goes direct to that disc that's sitting in front of her. So it's almost like looking at that crystal ball or the bowl of water. You know how we do the bowls sometimes with the water in them?
Yeah, water ratings.
Yeah, water ratings. I don't ever remember the names of them.
So much fun. Oh, that one's easy to remember.
Yeah. It's just letting go of the mind, the thinking monkey mind, and allowing what's coming in for you to have its meaning, because I feel a lot more significant when you yourself are actually reading for yourself. What number is that? Because I can't see it.
I can't see a number on it. Where do they have? It's right at the top. 2. The 2. Sweet.
And this one is from the Major Arcana, so in the old Rider-Waite, I dare say that's something like the Magician. So it is actually a bit of an indication too that as you're looking into that inner self or using your intuition, getting the messages from wherever your guidance is coming from, that it's opening up the magic that's you, that it's allowing all possibilities. You just need to be open to that, listening in the silence that you're presenting to that process.
Also, I think everything's right in front of her at the moment. So Vanessa, I'm going to say, look at what's in front of you at the moment. It's there for the grabbing. No, I love the way you were drawn to the disc, because that was where I was focusing on as well. So, and that's the thing I quite often, and Ros probably agrees with me, in the sense with cards, they are a tool of the trade. They can be fun playing with them and can give you those good messages, but we don't need to memorize the book. I know I certainly don't. I don't know if you use the book, Ros. I don't think you do. But it's trusting it's trusting your instincts. It's like I could draw a card, Vanessa, for you, and one thing sticks out to me, but I draw the same card for somebody else. Something else might jump out in that card. So it's just allowing your intuition to connect with the card and give you the message that way, rather than having the structure of the book. Sort of side of it. So it's great like that. So beautiful. So we've got Marvin saying hi. Hi, honey. Hope you're well. We've got a few people there saying hi. So I'm just going to scroll through and just click on somebody's name, and we will draw a card. So I might draw a card for this one. Hopefully my screen's not frozen, because on my end it does look that way.
Oh, goodness. Well, shall I talk just in case? Because of the finish of that one we did earlier today. Apparently I was frozen and you kept talking, thank goodness, because I wasn't even aware that I knew I was frozen, but I wasn't aware that you weren't.
Yes. So, see, when you froze today, I couldn't even hear you. So the whole thing went, and the fact that you can hear me is a good thing. So yeah. So I have pulled the card number 22 for you, hun. This one, to me, I want to say there's two opportunities coming your way. You've got two choices to be made, and it's about going where you mainly feel the strongest, the drawn to with that side of it. I get the reference to either doorway is going to have benefits with it, but one doorway will lead to a different direction than the other. So to me, the opportunities are quite equal in the way that it's been presented to you at the moment with that side of it. So it's about trusting your gut instinct, and if the decision feels right, take it. If you find that you feel quite nervous around it, don't overthink that, because quite often that nervousness can be what keeps us grounded as well. So keeping our feet firmly on the ground. So Joylene, hope that makes sense, honey, to you with what's going on around you at the moment. Okay.
Are you putting the comments actually on the screen when you're doing that?
I am.
Okay. Yeah. It's just there's totally nothing on my side as the guest that is showing up besides you in the big screen, me in the little one, and nothing else. So
I'd love to know. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's to do with the freezing of my side. You can see me moving, Ross?
Yeah, I can see you moving. It is slower than normal. So whether there is a time lag with the audience view, I don't know. Is anyone saying anything?
Not at the moment. Hey, Sue. Lovely Sue Nicholson from New Zealand has checked in or has joined in as well. So I hope you're well, honey. Nobody has said anything, but what I might do, Ros, if you'd like to draw a card for Adelina, sorry, honey, if I've said your name wrong. She says, please give me a card, waiting for this smiley face. And while you're doing that, I might just actually refresh my screen and see if that helps, so you can see the messages. So don't go anywhere. I will be back in a sec, and I'll leave you with Ros to do a reading for Adelina. Okay, see you in a sec.
See you in a sec. I'm hoping I've got this up the right way. Yes, I have. It does make it a little awkward, this flare. So hopefully, Adelina, that you will be able to see that. I chose the Gilded Tarot for you. This is the Ten of Pentacles. My eye is actually going, Leanne's coming back in. My eye's gone to the that sun that seems to be there, hopefully, and hopefully you can see that in full size, because my little screen shrunk down. But with Pentacles, that again, it is to do with the material, the more physical, the groundedness that we have here in our bodies, and how we live. And being the 10, it is actually part of that completion of the cycle of what we grow and move into with, the abundance, with what we've earned in life. And that one, as you can see, it is an overflowing chest. I'm feeling that, there is a flowing over for you, that life really does feel full, and that shining out in the rays that are in that little signia thingy that's there. I can't quite see it because it's facing you, not me. I'm looking at it in reverse. There is a little creature that's sitting there overlooking that too. So I think it's also indicating that you have got that someone who is overseeing your life as well. So someone, I'm feeling it is a loved one from the other side. I can't really pick who at the moment. That's where I need more practice, again, as usual. We get there, and you're getting there. So that abundance is flowing.
Okay, so Ros, a question for you, male or female?
I'm sensing as far as the spirit with,
yep.
Yeah, female is what my sense is.
Old or young?
You do it. You're getting me to work. You're getting me to work for this, aren't you?
I am.
I'm actually feeling more like a grandmother figure, so probably, and I don't know that it's just a one, that how you get the grandmothers, great grandmothers, and things like that. To me, it's actually feeling a little bit further back than just a grandmother. So, and probably more around. Actually, it almost feels like the turn of the last century guidance. Someone that's in that line of the family. Yes, she certainly feels like she's connected to the family in some way. Feeling like there might be a Mary as a name in that as well. So what age? I'm getting an 87 as far as a passing age. So could be something to look up.
Yeah. See, you can do it.
I can do
Sorry,
it.
guys.
Yeah, thanks for stretching that out.
This is just my subtle way of pushing Ros. Start with a question. And sometimes
I'm in classes.
That's it. And some of you may know that I do mentor people as well. So, sometimes it's about just asking those questions and helping the student or the person that is learning get out of their own head a little bit, because as Ros knows herself, it is very easy for your own thoughts to come in, and it's just the way of separating it. But well done, Ros, you did well. So honey, I hope Angela and Alina, maybe you could give us a little bit of feedback if that makes sense to you, just so Ros sort of knows that she's on the right pathway with that, with the feelings that she was picking up on with that side of it. I do have Anne-Marie here just asking if there is light at the end of the tunnel, and honey, I do get yes, but I also feel that you need to breathe too, hun. So I want to say take a step back and take a deep breath at the same time. Okay, and when you're doing that, you'll find that it will help ground your energy and bring in balance around you as well. All right, so I hope that helps you, hun, with that. So can you see the comments now, Ros?
No.
Oh, wow.
I don't know whether I need to go back out and refresh as well. I really don't know. There's just nothing else besides our two little screens.
That's okay. I can read them out for you. Yep. So excellent. And we've got Tricia that said she would love a card, please. So would you like to pull one for her? I'm doing really well. I've got a block of chocolate one side of me. I've got a can of Pepsi the other, and it's like, what do I want?
Well, I've got one deck of cards one side, another deck of cards the other side, and a glass of water.
You're a good girl. I do have a glass, but it's empty. It's only a mouthful with that.
Here is mine just before I take there. It was actually
got lemon in it.
A lovely little cup. It's just water. It's it's lemon tea is what's on there, but I don't put anything hot in it.
Okay.
Not myself.
The actual yellow handle looked like a piece of lemon floating in it.
No, it doesn't taste like lemon. Well, it actually is. I suppose you can't really see that. It's got lemon tea. Oh, go reverse. Yep. Lemon tea on it as a cup, cool. But it's one that sits in the fridge with cold water in it. Now, let's see if I can get this one right. Oh, I better look at it first. 6 of Pentacles.
So we've got Tricia Carey.
There's
I love
really
the detail in them.
Yeah. I think it's why I like this deck so much, because there's a lot of information in them. I'm supposed to go backwards, aren't I? The wrong way.
That helps. That's better. That helps with the glare.
Yeah. So the Six of Pentacles. Pentacles, of course, there's a few pentacles coming up. You know, wealth, do we call it fortune? I think it's more talking about abundance. My eye just goes to that. Again, this is overflowing, but he's being very careless with what is almost jumping out and through the window, like it's, is it carefree? Is he taking any notice of it? So is there some, I'm just getting that there's some things that you probably need to be taking a bit more notice of, paying attention to, not having the waste, although even though to that person it might be a carelessness and a waste, to yourself it could be that it's an overflow out into being that generosity for others, that whatever is dropped or lost is actually found by someone else and used, so that it's not actually a wasteful thing, if you understand what that means, if it means anything to you. Is there something that you're considering doing that is actually an overflow of what you've got in abundance, that you're willing to have move out and about to being something that someone else can benefit from? Usually in these artworks that are on these cards, there is an animal, a little animal somewhere. And right now in this reflection, I can't actually see it, you know, in the reversal. So
is it a wolf or something in the background? A bear or a wolf or something?
No, actually, well, that's interesting. No, on this one, there's not. So it's actually there's hands that are right down the bottom that are reaching up for those fallen pieces. Right? So I think there is a readiness of others to pick up where things have been either thrown out or dropped away, not to worry that it's being wasted, if that's the right way of putting it. I mean, it's the way I'm receiving it anyway, from what bits I am seeing in this image at the moment. So hopefully that's helpful for you. That thing in the middle, it's the scales. He's actually holding right there at that bit.
Yep.
You can just see he's actually holding quite delicately the scale. So he is measuring up too. So creating that balance. So I suppose that's where within yourself you need to be able to be aware of what your balance is. So
yep. Beautiful. Excellent.
Okay.
All right. So Tricia, I hope that makes sense, honey, to you. Okay, so we've got Karen Cartwright. Hi, I would love a card, please. I might pull one for this one. Yep. Okay, just shuffling the cards for Karen. All right. Yeah, beautiful. So, Karen, I have now, I got maybe if I drop it back this way, it might help. Now, it's like the camera's moving. So oh goodness, going the wrong way again.
Oh, just the Tree of Life.
Yep, the Tree of Life, the colours in it. I get the beautiful rainbow that I'm very drawn to at the moment with that. So I get look at the brighter side of stuff, especially when it comes around family, hun, because I feel like the tree for you is based around family and things going on around that at the moment. It's like I go the wrong way. I've got to remember it's the opposite way with that side of it. So I don't know if the camera is picking up the rainbow that goes through the tree, but I do feel there is a lighter side to everything that's going on at the moment. But I do feel also that it's about patience as well with that. So I'm very much drawn to the 7 of Hearts down in the bottom corner, just down here near my thumb. As well with that. So I'm not sure how the number 7 stands out with you, whether there was change around the family in July, but I do feel it's very much about love and strength at the same time with that. So hopefully, Karen, that resonates with you with that one, hun. So thank you for letting me read with you. Wow, we've got a lot of people. We've got about 200 comments of people wanting cards.
Oh, wow.
I love it, guys. Just remember to hit the share button, invite your friends and your family. We'll just quickly put that message up over the screen. It doesn't want to go. Now it wants me to delete it. That's okay. We won't play with that one. So we have Phyllis would like a card, please. Phyllis Simpson. Oh, goodness. Now the messages don't want to come up on the screen.
Oh, dear.
So I think I've broken it, Ros. Is that possible?
We're having a good play before, and here is another Pentacles. So I'm intrigued with the frequency of the Pentacles.
Yep. That's what, 3 or 4 cards in a row? The Pentacles?
I think it is with the Pentacles.
Yeah.
So just in looking at the colours, the green, the red trousers, it's bringing to my mind, like the red being a very active colour, being something that's a colour to do with passion, and movement being the legs moving us forward. So I'm just feeling, and green being that heart chakra colour, and having heart within those actions too, as far as the passion moving forward. Whether it's to do with a new relationship, it feels like it might be that you might have that there's a new man there, or a reigniting with your current man. The balance of not the balance, like the casualness. It's hard to see this part in reverse. He is fairly casual in the way he's sitting, isn't he?
He is very relaxed.
See that.
Legs crossed.
And I'm feeling that it's being a relationship that has some ease about it as well. And that being a black card, I'm assuming that it's the King of Pentacles, that it's sort of like the Dark Knight factor there. I'm not sure what I'm feeling about that, but my focus is going to that moon at the moment. Oh, now I've lost that.
Yep, you're right there.
No glare. Yep.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, I think it might be too that some of the darkness within yourself is going to be brought out with this as a relationship too, so that it's good to have that shine forward so that you yourself are growing, and it's a togetherness as well. That's what my sense is.
Yeah. And it's funny because, as you said about the relationship, I just get the reference to spirits playing in my hair. So I do feel that spirit's trying to get your attention around the relationship, Phyllis. So whether there's been a little bit of change lately, it's just kind of like spirit is bringing your attention to it. Doesn't mean it's a negative thing. It could be a positive thing, but spirit's just tickling my hair and just saying the attention is needed on the relationship at the moment. So whether life is just too busy with kids and whatnot that you kind of forget to connect with each other, I just get the reference to looking at that side of it.
And I think too, being a Pentacles one, again, it is around, the more physical of things with regard to money and all sorts of things like that, and how we live. Not to worry about that. That's sorted. Just seems to be what I'm being told. It's sorted.
Yep,
I wonder
beautiful.
what was in that one. Is there one? Yeah, can't see one.
Cinta says hi. So, hi, Cinta. Okay. Oh, should we push boundaries here, Ros? Debbie, you still can't see. I hear the tone of the voice. I love it. Debbie Smith says, hi. Is there any messages from loved ones who have passed?
Straight away felt an energy of someone that's a brother, or of a brother-like nature. So someone that she knew, that she felt was a brother, that's on the other side, crossed over. Feels like there's a patting on the back happening. So it's almost like they're there, it's okay. That sort of a nurturing feeling around his energy. I'm not getting any name that's popping up, or age timeline. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what that is what first came,
Oh,
and it's everything's okay. So
yeah. Excellent. And when Ros was sort of saying about that and the male energy, I felt the same thing very much on your generation, which means that in the same sort of age group as yourself with that. But I was also getting pressure to my chest area. So whether there was impact or there were health issues around the chest, I was picking up on that side of it as well. But I kind of feel like I've got a very calm sort of energy there with this person that stepped in with the male side of it, but I feel very much at peace at the same time. A little bit of a cheeky energy with that as well. So, Deb, hopefully, hun, that makes sense to you. Nothing else you want to add to that, Ros? Yeah?
I'm just getting a name of Peter for some reason, so that's just what's popped into the head. So,
beautiful.
Whether that's significant for you.
Yep. Excellent. All right. Thanks, Debbie. We will leave you with that. I have my comments working now. They're coming up on the screen.
Oh, well, mine aren't. I can't see anything weird.
Okay. We have Mia Mac shared and love a card, please, with kisses and a star. Wow. Beautiful. I love your smile, Mia, as well, honey. I hope I'm saying your name right with that. So I might draw a card on this one. This is pushing my boundaries. I don't use cards very often. That's good. So, Ratatouille. That's what it reminds me of. So, going the wrong way again. Got to stop in the middle.
Yeah.
So can we see that? I actually have my screen on little, so let me bring you back up onto shared screen. So there we go. Excellent. So first of all, I'm drawn to the number 23, honey, which can also mean a number 5 in, it helps if I can hold it still, in numerology side of stuff. I'm very drawn to the mouse hanging in there, honey. So I want to say hang in there with the energy that is around you at the moment, because I do feel that things are a little bit heightened with you with that side of it. I do feel that patience is a thing for you at the same time. So I just feel like it's going to take time to gnaw through the cotton, so to speak, the strand with that side of it, but you will get there. So you're heading in the right direction, but I do feel that the fruit is at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. It's the feeling that it will pay off with you in that way. Okay. I actually am, as a second glance to the card, drawn to the mouse in the background. So I want to say, look at who's sitting back and watching you strive for your goals, achieving you. So I just feel like I've got the quiet support in the background with that. Okay. So Mia, I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you for allowing me to pull a card for you. Philomeno says, anything for me, Leanne and Ros, please.
Let's take one from the psychic deck.
Ooh.
Angelic number 11.
Oh, look at him. I got drawn to the chest muscles.
And I'm looking at the wings.
They're kind of pretty.
Yeah. Balance, as I was pulling it up from the actual deck to place it, balance, like the word itself was what jumped out at me, was the balance. And as you're looking at the actual image, you can see how well balanced the whole image actually is until you look at the finer detail. So the overall balance seems to be really there, but you look at just those slight differences around what he has hanging from the waistband of what he's wearing, which I can't quite see in detail. But you can see that there's the sword or the daggery. I'm not sure if it's the daggery thing that's there, and that red pentacle. They'd be indicative of the wands, the sword, and that type of thing with what your normal tarot is, I think. It's just having all the tools there to use to create and maintain what is for you your own balance in how you're living your life, and how you actually open yourself up to what Spirit's got as your purpose and what you need to be doing here. I'm sensing that there's been a bit of confusion or overload of where you feel that you're at the moment, and it's actually showing that you can actually have that slight difference and still maintain a balance in that. So know that that is for you. It really is that listening and that being open for what you receive.
Beautiful. I love the vibrant colours that are in the cards. Yeah, it's great. So, okay. Wonderful. All right. So, Philomena, I hope that makes sense to you. I might just put this message up at the same time to feel free to hit the share button and invite your friends and family to join in for the chance to receive a one card reading with that. Something just while that message is up, I just want to touch on. Also, I put a post up today asking people if they're feeling the energy change that's going on at the moment, and a lot of people are putting comments back there with what I did see before I raced out before, and they are more along the lines of people really struggling at the moment as well. Spirit just sort of makes reference to the need for us to take a step back and take a deep breath, ground our energy, and allow that energy to move, because you will find that will help you in that sense. So I want to say, take some time for yourselves. Don't keep fighting it. That's what's wearing us out with that side of it. All right. So hopefully that will resonate with some of you that didn't put comments up earlier today. Just breathe. Okay, excellent. All right, so we've got Mandy Hodges. She says, it's my birthday today, so I'd love a card reading, please. And she's got a beautiful heart there. So happy birthday, Mandy. I hope you've had a lovely day and got spoiled. Would you like to put one of your beautiful ones, Ros, or would you like me to?
Because it's a birthday, can we do two? Like one
we
each?
Can. Yeah, that sounds good. I actually had that thought before. Love it.
Because I've actually got number 20, Judgment, a major arcana. Wow. Oh, that way, isn't it?
Yep, just there. It's perfect.
In its way, it sort of looks like a bit of an horrific card, but I'm actually feeling that it's more rather than a judgmental, it's more the discernment style of judgment. So you're actually looking at more detail at what you're experiencing and using your intuition and the gut feelings in a more defined way, so that you're actually discerning rather than just using judgment in that judgmental way that many people will. That's my sense around this card for you. Excellent. So look at what you've got in your life happening at the moment in how you're perceiving things and what the actions are that you need to be doing, so that you're actually discerning something that's more in a wise fashion, not just jumping feet first.
Excellent. And while you're trusting your intuition that Ros spoke about as well there, I get the wind is in your sails, honey. So I do feel that things will move forward quite quickly, and you're heading in the right direction. So I want to say the hard work that you've put in the past, keep going with it because it's paying off. All right. So I am very much drawn to, things may have been up in the air a bit in oh, goodness, my arm in the past. But it's that feeling that you are heading in the right direction, all right? So the hard work is paying off with that side of it, okay? I want to say look at self-love as well for yourself, honey, because I'm being very much drawn around the 10 of Hearts, with that side of it, but I want to say it's just about loving yourself, and when you're doing that, you're getting it back in abundance. All right. So happy birthday, hon. I hope you've had an amazing day, and those cards make sense for you. Excellent. Wow, we've got like 325 comments, Ross. All right.
Going to be.
We could be here all night.
We probably could. Probably won't.
Yeah, no.
Unless, of course, I want to do solo.
Unless I can bring my electric blanket out here and wrap around me, that might be a bit different.
I don't have one. Mine's in storage.
I have a lovely love affair with my electric blanket. My electric blankets get more loving than my husband, I think. I get to have the bed to myself while he's at work. So yeah, okay. So I just clicked on a message and then I've read it. So Thomas Hopkins says, Leanne Cosgrove, let's get a reading. So maybe we could pull a card for Thomas. Which deck are you drawn to?
Oh, goodness. And this one surfaced before as well. From my deck, the psychic deck.
I love it, Roz, because I pulled a card too, and I'll let you talk about that, and then I'll back you up with my card.
Look, my eye's just going to the ankh that's around her neck, and that which is already known, that's in the ancient memory that's being brought forward. So that's what my feeling is around the intuition that needs to be accessed with that one. It is going back to the ancients. Yeah,
beautiful. And I get the feeling it's all being put in front of you. And the card I pulled out for you, to me, is very much about the paperwork. I actually feel like I want to be looking at contracts or some legal paperwork, something with importance with it as well. So I want to say, look at what's being put in front of you at the moment with that side of it. Okay. I love the way the cards go hand in hand, sort of thing with that. I had to giggle when I looked at my card and I looked up to see what you had pulled. So Thomas, I hope that makes sense, mate. All the best with that being put in front of you. Excellent. I love it. Guys, keep hitting the share button. And also, I should put the link up here to your page, Ros. Please feel free to go over and visit Ros Bounty's page. Do you want to give us the name of your business page, hun?
Oh, the business page that I am growing is Hypnosis Plus with Ros. I have, because I've changed my name back to being Ros Boundy, which is my maiden name, I'm starting to drop the Bet's Holistic Therapy. Same stuff I'm doing, just naming it differently. So Hypnosis Plus, and it has the plus sign in front of the plus. So I'm not sure where to share these things. That's the thing. That's part of Facebook that I'm still not as comfortable or familiar with. Not knowing that process. Oh, now where the heck am I? Yep. I've just lost my tab. Back again.
Don't disconnect yourself.
That's my fault. No, I didn't
go anywhere. Oh, excellent. All right. So I've just put Chantel Chloe Kings up. She says, can I please have a card? Or as she says, can I have a card, please? I'm reading it backwards.
That's because we see them in our little view backwards. Yeah. So I'm feeling this one's for you.
This one's for me? Okay. All right, honey. I've got this card. This one actually came out earlier for one of the lovely ladies with that. I think someone's just turned their heater down on the call. It's just got very cold all of a sudden. I get the reference to look at Oh, okay. The light at the end of the tunnel, honey, for you. I feel like I'm being focusing on the distance. I do feel there's a little bit of a journey to go until you get that clearer picture as well with things that are going on around you at the moment. So I want to say, hang in there, be patient, keep your chin up. Things are going to get easier because when you reach that top, as so to speak, as in the staircase, there is light at the end of the tunnel. That door will be there to freely open and step forward into the next part of your life with that. Okay, so I want to say there's changes and the positive changes coming with that side of it as well. Okay, so I'll leave you with that one, Chloe. See, to me, that card has a totally different meaning to what it was for the lady that I pulled it for it before, because it was about the choices being put in front of her in that way. Trying to find where I can get the reflection better.
What actually came to mind when I saw that one too was that, I mean, if you ever watched Indiana Jones, those movies, I think there was a series of 3. There's one in particular that he takes the leap of faith and steps out into a nothing. That sort of, you know, the 2 doors going up like that. At the end, you're taking that leap. That's what came to my mind as you showed that. So
excellent. Well. It does. And we've got Kelly, and she says, my daughter is watching. So hello to her daughter. I hope you're both enjoying a little impromptu get together tonight. We're pulling cards. So, and this is something different for me, and it's certainly a good way of playing with what I call the tools. And Ros and I love doing this stuff. We could do it probably just about every night. And Marie, that got the reading earlier, says thank you. Jarvina Nepis, sorry, honey, if I've said your name wrong. She says hello with the praying hands, I think it is. I would love a card too, please. Oh, she's got a raindrop, a diamond, an icicle, and a dolphin. I love the little pictures.
Oh, gosh, the little emoticons. The history in that.
I've got to work out how to do them.
Look, it takes a bit to find them sometimes. It just depends what program you're in. This is the one that I actually pulled. I've, short memory. I can't remember your name. Sorry, darling.
Jarvina, if I'm saying it correctly.
Oh, that one's flaring a bit. Oh, now I've even forgotten. King of Swords. It's the King of Swords. So another kingly being. I was just drawn to how casually he seems to be in his throne as well. But if you notice, it's actually floating. It's not grounded there on anything really besides what probably could be a cloud. Depends how you perceive it. I think it's, for me, it's sort of suggesting probably to allow that, being in the airy headed, that feels to me like it's heady. It's in the head space. It's using some creativity, ideas and thoughts and that sort of thing, being able to form your words to be more meaningful and not so floating around is what I'm getting myself in that for you. I think even that planet that's out there in that dark aspect of the sky, it looks like it is probably Saturn with the rings on it. So what that might mean to you, I just can't remember my astrology that well enough to take it off the top of my head. Do you remember much on your astrology, Leanne?
No, I'm still stuck on module 16.
Right.
It's been a while since I picked that up.
Yeah. Look, Saturn is a big planet. Like, it's got a fairly strong energy, and at the moment I really don't know where it is actually in our transits or anything because I haven't looked lately. It's not my strong point. I only took it up more as an interest because absolutely everything that we do is interconnected and synchronistically blended in whatever way it needs to be for us, so that whatever tool you're actually using, it is meaningful and connected with others. So just I think really it is allowing the thoughts and processing them so that they are meaningful, not just floating around in the clouds. Bring them to something that is productive, you know, that you can actually say, yeah, that's a solid thought. It's something to move forward with.
Yeah,
okay.
Beautiful. Excellent. Thank you, hon. I've just put up here on the screen, guys, you can please feel free to type the word connect in the comments below to be able to get updates and when we have scheduled shows prior to going live at the last minute and getting a notification of that we will be live as well. So by doing that, you will go into this into our network, I guess you would call it, and get an automatic notification prior to us going live, so you don't miss out on joining in if you'd like to. Well, it looks like we're just about out of time again, Ros. So if somebody would like to book a reading with you, how can they go about that?
Yeah. At the moment, I'm still updating my Hypnosis Plus with Ros. I don't think I've got an online booking there. I do have it on Bet's Holistic, on the Bet's Holistic Therapy page, but I haven't finished doing the Hypnosis Plus with Ros. Either could be looked at. Just give me a call. I know I've got the phone number there, or using the messenger. Use the Facebook Messenger. I'm open to receiving messages via Facebook to have the bookings. Keep an eye out for when the booking system is in place. I'm planning on doing it tomorrow, but you know, distractions being what they can be, you know, it'll be there very soon.
For us that know Ros, it might not be tomorrow. Sorry,
I do try. I really put hard work into it.
You set your intentions to go in and you start on that, but something else will pop up and catch your attention. And I'm the same. I've got to the stage where I've got to go, right, I need to focus. I need to do this first, and then I can move on to something else. But it's all very exciting. It's good learning all this stuff. So...
Oh, it is. And it will be there very, very soon. So just keep an eye on the Hypnosis Plus with Ros.
Yep.
And the next show that we have, we'll mention it again. And by then it should be there.
That's it. So Ros and I do a Tuesday morning at 10:30 South Australian time, Australian Central Standard Time, and it's weekly, and it's just called an Intuition Chat. Tuesday in what is it? Tuesday Intuitive Chat.
Leanne and Ros.
Leanne's got a tongue tied tonight. I think the nail polish has gone to my head.
The fumes.
It's been great to have done a lot for myself. The laser, the wax, the nails. Now,
and most definitely, we do need to be looking after ourselves.
We do, and this was my day, but I probably ran around more and was more hectic today on my day off than what I was on a full day of working sort of thing. So, but that's okay. I've got a small block of chocolate to finish the day off and have my little sugar boost with that side of it. So, guys, please join us on a Tuesday morning if you're free, and you can always catch the replay as well. And you can always type in the comments replay just to let us know that you're watching it as a replay, because it is interesting to get this information on where you're from, like what areas you're watching us, anywhere in the world. I actually last night, I think it was, I can't remember which night it was, I went live and I got off and I had somebody from Canada, somebody from Scotland, somebody from New Zealand, all in the same night. So it's amazing doing these shows, how far worldwide we are actually starting to go. And it's great getting the messages and the words and making the connections with everybody out there as well. So we thank you for your support, because we can't do this without you guys. We can talk to each other and do readings for each other, but it's not the same because we know each other pretty well, sort of thing. Okay. Did you have anything
Getting
else?
that way, isn't it?
It is. How many years has it been now? It's been a few. It must be 6 or 7, I reckon, since the first time I met you.
Yeah, I actually can't remember which year it was. And
I reckon it was Maniki Pub. It was a live show. Right. It wasn't the front bar.
That's right. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. That's it. Excellent. All right.
Thank you.
Well, I don't think there's anything else I have forgotten. You can catch me on tomorrow night, Wednesday nights at 8:30 as well, doing readings. I'm not sure at this stage if I've got a special guest tomorrow night or not. I haven't got myself that organised yet, but if I haven't, it'll be just me, or I may even get Ros back on as well. Why not go a third round this week?
Anyways. Yes.
Yep. And guys, just while I'm thinking about it, don't forget to pop over to My Time TV Live and hit the like page on their page as well, because they go live and have different therapists, wellbeing. Like they cover a lot of different segments on the channel there at mytimetvlive.com. No, it's not .com. I'm creating websites now.
TV.live.
That's it. I had the dot in the wrong spot.
And there are varied shows being presented there now. There's quite a choice, really, if you're wanting a replay. Watching something different.
And it's great because this platform actually is like going through as a third, what would you call it? A third
party.
That's the word. It must be getting late.
And the thing with watching this and replays is it's free. All you're paying is your data.
And I wouldn't think it takes too much data either. And, you know, we will go back over the comments. Yeah. TV's a bit boring at the moment. So
I don't
get on the computer. No. It's usually on. Actually, it's not on because I haven't long got home before coming live. But mine's usually on quietly in the background, just for a bit of background noise. But I like Foxtel at the moment. The fishing shows. That's my relaxation. I just want to get on the water. Tuna fishing.
Tuna fishing. My son likes tuna fishing. He's been out before many times, actually. Yeah,
I don't know that I've got the muscles to pull one in, but still, I'd have to take the boat to the fish. So beautiful.
Good choice.
That's it. So
and we might need something different to relax with too. So,
exactly. I just like connecting with Mother Earth, and I can't wait for the sunshine to come out and the warmer weather, just so I can get back on the beach in the 4-wheel drive and the fishing rod, feet up on the esky and enjoy the breeze in my hair. And the sound of the ocean.
The sand in the toes. I mean, I do like that.
Yeah. I must admit, it's been a while since my last fishing trip, and I still have some beach sand in the back seat of my car on the floor.
It was a good trip, wasn't it? It just wanted to stay.
That's just me holding on to the hope of getting back down there very soon. So, but All right. Well, we might leave you with that. So please, guys, even after we finish this broadcast, you can hit the share button and invite friends and family to join in. And thank you to Ros for joining in with me tonight. And
thanks for the idea of doing this. I loved it.
It's fun. I just love the way we bounce off of each other. We will work on getting Mandy Ferguson on with us one day as well. And I'm sure we can have some interesting chats with Mandy and share what she does as well. Mind you, I know she's probably watching this as a replay a bit later, but she can talk, but she's got a lot of interesting stuff to say as well. So my phone will ring very shortly. I can imagine what she's going to say when she hears that. I love it. So, all right. Excellent.
Lovely doing that.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, thank you, Ros, and thank you to everybody for allowing Ros and I to do it. We appreciate it. So, and your support. All right, we will end it there because we have gone over time. And I wish everybody a good night and send love and healing to those that need it. And thank you, Ros. You enjoy your night too.
I will, and you, and everybody else.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.